Hey everybody, welcome back to Bible Fun with the Dunns. Today we find ourselves in John chapter number 10. Now in this chapter, what you're going to see is that Jesus gives us two more of his I am sayings. He's going to say, I am the shepherd, and he's also going to say, I am the door. And so we pay attention to that because anytime Jesus says that, what he's doing, he's using little illustrations to describe and define who he is, what he came to do, and what his saving relationship is with the world. Now, what I like about this is Jesus is going to talk about shepherds, he's going to talk about sheep, and he's going to talk about the wolves. So the wolves always want the sheep, but the shepherd protects the sheep from the wolves. So he begins this whole conversation, Jack's going to talk about this in just a minute, that he's the shepherd, and he takes care of his people, the sheep. But when you get to the end of chapter number 10, they're ready to kill Jesus. They're ready to stone him to death. Why? Because he's literally talking not just to sheep. He's literally talking to wolves that are around him. I mean, not literally, but these people that are ready to kill him, they are the wolves that they want control over people. They want people to need them, and they don't want people coming to Jesus, and they don't like Jesus. And Jesus kind of just stands up and says, hey, shepherds take care of sheep. These are my sheep. This is what I came to do. And the wolves aren't going to get to my sheep. What I like about this is that Jesus is protective and possessive of his sheep. I just like that. Jax, what was your takeaway in this chapter?
So my takeaway is found in verse 11, and it says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. So the Bible, at our church, we're taught this since preschool. Miss Kelly always said the Bible is really one big book that points to the same thing. And so during Jesus' lifetime, he's just dropping these little clues and pointing to the cross. So he's leading people to salvation. And so when he says, I am the good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. He came to this world and he knew that he was going to die for his sheep, as a shepherd is willing to protect his sheep at all costs. Jesus came and he's sacrificing himself for us.
I love it. My takeaway came in verse number 16, where it says, and other sheep I have, which are not of this fold or this flock. Them also I must bring, and they will hear my voice, and there will be one flock and one shepherd. So here's what Jesus is saying. He's dropping this bomb on these folks. He said, I'm the shepherd, you're the sheep. And by the way, if he is the shepherd and we are the sheep, guess what? He is all we need. I like that. But what I also like about this is as Jesus is talking about shepherds and sheep, he's calling us his baby lambs. And so he's talking to this whole crowd, and you can see the crowd lighting up. Now the wolves are there too, but the crowd's lighting up because they're going, we are his little lambs. And they're learning the first truth that we ever learned in church. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. They're learning that. But here's what else Jesus drops. And I'm not sure any of them understand this till maybe the book of Acts. Because Jesus said, hey, by the way, guys, there's some other sheep out there too, and you don't know them yet. But one day, I'm going to go gather those sheep too, and I'm going to bring them to my flock, so that my sheep that are already here and my sheep that will be here one day, we're going to be one flock, one family together. Well, guess what he's talking about? Guess who he's talking about? He's talking about us. See, Jesus has this whole ministry for 33 years to Jewish people, but he's saying right here that he is a shepherd who likes to find stray little lambs and give them a home. Well, who are those stray little lambs? Well, one's name is Jax, the other's name is Dusty, and he's saying one day I'm going to bring them all home. When Jesus tells this story, we are to take this in and go, he is the shepherd, we are the sheep, he is all we need, and he's going to take care of us. Friends, when you read this story, here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about a worry that you have in your mind right now. What are you worried about? Am I worried about school? Am I worried about whatever? You fill in the blank with whatever worry you have. And then you ask yourself, you say, does a sheep need to worry about that? And if the answer is no, a sheep doesn't need to worry about that. Well, why not? because the shepherd worries about that kind of stuff. Then you go, well, hold on. I'm a sheep. And if sheep don't have to worry about that, I don't have to worry about that because I'm a sheep and my shepherd's going to take care of that. So let's use this to remember you are his precious little lamb and he's going to take care of you. All right. We'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye.
Bye.